So you're about to find out 5 completely different intermittent fasting methods. From the 16-8 methods to the alternate day fasting. You'll learn why they can help you lose weight, improve your metabolic health, and help you live a longer, happier life. Every method covered in this video can be effective, but figuring out which one works best depends on you as an individual. Without further ado, here are 5 popular ways to do intermittent fasting. The first one we'll start with is the 16-8 method. It involves you fasting every day for 16 hours, and you only eat in the 8 hours remaining of the day, hence the name 16-8. Within the 8-hour eating window, you can choose to fit in 2, 3, or even more meals. The 16-8 method also goes by another name, the Lean Gains Protocol, and was popularized by international fitness expert Martin Berkhan. This method of intermittent fasting can be as simple as not eating anything after dinner and then skipping your breakfast. Let's say you finish your last meal at 8 p.m. and then only have your first bite at noon the next day. Then you've done your 16 hours of fasting. And if you're a woman and watching this, then you should only fast for 14 to 15 hours, as research shows the weight loss results are better with a slightly shorter time period. Obviously, if you wake up hungry and love to have a hearty breakfast, then the 16-8 method can be a bit hard at first. But if you're one of the many breakfast skippers out there, then this could be a great intermittent fasting method for you. Feel free to drink water, coffee, and other zero-calorie beverages during your fasting window, which will help to reduce feelings of hunger. The one thing to make sure is to try to eat healthy foods during your 8-hour eating window, as if you eat lots of junk food or an excessive number of calories, then the method won't work. Okay, and now to move on to the 5-2 diet. The 5-2 diet is where you can eat normally for 5 days of the week, and then you restrict your calorie intake to 500 or 600 calories for the remaining 2 days of the week. And this IF method also goes by the name Fast Diet, and was brought to popularity by British journalist Michael Mosley. Okay, so how many calories do you actually eat in the days you're fasting? It's recommended if you're a woman, then you should eat 500 calories, and if you're a man, then 600. For example, you might eat normally every day of the week except Tuesdays and Fridays. For those 2 days, you can eat 2 small meals of 250 calories each if you're a woman, and 300 calories if you're a man. We're at the halfway point, and if you're enjoying the info, then press that big like button below the video. Anyway, so what's the third? Well, it's called the Eat, Stop, Eat method. It involves fasting for a whole 24 hours, once or twice per week. This time, the method was popularized by fitness guru Bad Pylon and has been quite popular for a few years now. For example, if you finish dinner at 7 p.m. Monday and don't eat until dinner at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, you've completed a full 24-hour fast. You can also fast from breakfast to breakfast or lunch to lunch. The end result is the same. I'd suggest water, coffee, and other zero-calorie beverages, which are also allowed during the fast. But remember, absolutely 0 solid foods are permitted. If you're doing this to lose weight, it's critically important that you eat normally during the eating periods. In other words, you should eat the same amount of food as if you hadn't been fasting at all. The potential downside of this method is that a full 24-hour fast may be fairly difficult for many people, and you'll need a lot of willpower. However, you don't need to go all in right away. It's fine to start with 14 to 16 hours, like the 16-8 method earlier in the video, then move upward from there. The fourth and penultimate one on the list today is the IF method, alternate day fasting. In alternate day fasting, you fast every other day. I mean, their names really do give it away, LOL. There are several different versions of this method, some of which will allow you to eat about 500 calories on your fasting day. Unlike the 5-2 diet, there have actually been test tube studies showing health benefits of intermittent fasting using some version of this method. A full fast every other day can seem rather extreme, so I wouldn't recommend it if you're just starting out. Finally, with the alternate day fasting, you'll probably go to bed very hungry several times per week, which honestly is not very pleasant and probably unsustainable in the long term. But let's head into the final and fifth one covered today, and that's the Warrior Diet, which was popularized by fitness expert Ori Hofmeckler. And it involves you eating small amounts of raw fruits and vegetables during the day, and eating one humongous, glorious meal for your dinner. Basically, you try to eat as little and as healthy as possible all day, and then feast at night in your 4-hour window. The Warrior Diet was one of the first popular diets to include a form of intermittent fasting. This diet's food choices are quite similar to that of the Paleo diet, mostly whole, unprocessed foods. So what's the bottom line? IF is a weight loss tool that works for many people, though it doesn't work for everyone, so don't be upset if it doesn't work for you. Some people believe it may not be as beneficial for women as for men. It's also not recommended for people who have or are prone to eating disorders. If you decide to try intermittent fasting, keep in mind that diet quality is crucial. You shouldn't binge on junk foods during the eating periods and expect to lose weight and boost your health. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found all the info useful. Which method are you going to choose? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, then press that subscribe button to watch our future videos. It'll really help our small channel grow.